Good morning to all. Welcome to the seventh episode of Tech Talks. So, Gyanki, what we are trying to do is trying to bring together people who are working in different domains of the industry and also those people who are offering niche services. So today we have with us Mr. Amresh Khar. He is the co-founder of Mad About Wheels. Let me tell you a little bit about Mad About Wheels. They are a Gurugram-based startup and provide EV warranty solutions for electric vehicles, be it two-wheelers, three-wheelers, or four-wheelers. They're also designing products for logistics and lease companies which are working with electric vehicles. Mr. Khar is a specialist in product development, training, accessories portfolio management, and many other things. He has worked for companies like Godrej and Boyce, Volkswagen Group Sales India, Honda Car India, Mahindra First Choice, and Castrol. Today he will be enlightening us on extended warranty and value-added services for electric vehicles. On behalf of Gyaniki and today's participants, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you, sir.
Very good morning, Shashwat, and thank you so much. And welcoming everybody over here. I'm sure today's session will keep it very simple and keep it more informative. And more importantly, yes, as we have been thinking about this whole process, we'll try to keep it even interactive. Thank you so much. Thanks for the introduction. Yeah,
Welcome, sir. Welcome to episode 7.
fantastic. So, can I take forward?
Sure, sir.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Okay, great. So, very, very good morning to everybody. I hope it's tea time for every one of us at home or at office. Whoever is currently still resumed at office. Uh, Pandemic has brought a lot of changes, and I see most of the things are for good. Also, there are bad, definitely parts which are related. We look forward for safety and safe health for all. As far as Mad About Wheels, let me first start with this thing which we do for all our meetings. As on today, we have no casualties. We are all fine. We are safe, and everyone is working from home and at the field based with all social distancing and all health norms as prescribed. We have no manpower cuts in our company. Rather, we had been growing and we are doing increasingly our footsteps of growth towards electric mobility deployment in the country. And the footsteps had been growing, and definitely in the whole conversation, we will keep seeing that how we had been growing footprints. Mad About Wheels is a 2019 established company, which means we're just a 1 year old baby now. And we just have thought of that, yes, now it's the time to, crawl and walk. While as we were doing, the basics of our business to be set right. Today, when we look at the business, we look at it differently. How we had planned it was totally different. The plan was like, because automobiles works on a brick and mortar concept wherein you have to have a functional team, functional dealership, functional staff, and all like that. But at the same time, when you look at the after sales part of the business, it has to have a workshop, it has to have somewhere a room, it has to have somewhere people, and it has to have a management process. So the entire process has been shifted now to an online technology platform. So we call it a phygital kind of a concept wherein we have people also on ground and also managing on the technology. We train dealers with all kind of processes, and we make our processes stronger. Let me run you through at the same time, when we are talking around the Mad About Wheels, let me run you through a bit of our what we have done so far. I hope everybody is able to view this. Just anyone just can confirm. Yeah.
It's visible, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So first of all, thank you, Gyanki and Shekhar and team, that what we are talking today are untouched subjects, actually. We all had been talking about new products, new product launches, the growth in the system, how the businesses are moving, changing, dynamics at the dealerships, dynamics at any manufacturer, the EV evolution part of it, which is still, I would say, an infancy stage and growing definitely day on day. So today we'll also talk about some untouched subjects which are important, and these aspects are something which are key to our consumer dialogue and consumer processes. So, a company formed in 2019. We are two partners, Amresh, myself, and Manish, who is my co-partner, uh, who works in the domain for this business, and he has been in businesses earlier as well. So, we have diversified our business from day one, knowing that the company has to be looked at very different. That's what hashtag madness is all about. And we are in automobile domain, and we are in the fitness arena. Now, when I say this, so that means we have already established a basics of footprints, and then the growth parameters we will talk about maybe later, and maybe if there would be any questions. So we are in electric and automotive, as Mad About Wheels stands for. And we have a brand called as Athlon, which we launched in under the same portfolio of Mad About Wheels, wherein we will have fitness, we'll have e-bicycles, we'll have a couple of things otherwise also. And the first store is already live in Gurgaon. That's what where our headquarters are also based in the same market. We are already the award winning, I would say, company. That's because of all our partners and the dealer channel partners who have made our footprints go faster and contribute towards this nation building program. We have been already covered by a couple of newsroom areas, be it the first one. I should never forget this was EV reporter, lady who Priyashi, who really made an effort towards making the awareness during this pandemic. And thank you so much, Priyashi, if you're on air today. Daily Hunt and Vroom Head is again close to our heart, who made our first footprints on talking about and making us reach to the people and the consumers and the brands, without which probably, sitting at home, it would have been a little difficult. Mint Launch has recently covered our lifestyle and fitness program and go to market approach, without leaving, a word to mention that this kind of an outlet is very unique, and we have in country just hardly few of them, these kind of concepts, and we want to make really a benchmark on this. I've just put a snapshot of this award over here. If you see that the powerful newsroom for me has been LinkedIn. I think we all are connected today also. If we look at Gyaniki as in promotional offer, what we had this for this talk, we had people who could know about us from the LinkedIn sources and the social media. The followers or the viewership has increased immensely on my personal account as well. It's crossed 21,000 now as of today, and it's growing. And I would say it's not only for one post. I see this immense follow-up being done on each and every piece of information which has got some meaning and relevance, and wherein we are the team is being appreciated. Thank you so much once again for all of you to keep encouraging and to make us feel more motivated day by day. Marabout Wheels as a strength, we are strategic brand agnostic company. We work currently in ecosystem of electric mobility, and we are customizing more products towards consumer dialogue, as I said, and wherein we will be having more products around the whole automotive industry as well. So it could be bikes and four-wheelers and used cars, used bikes as well. That will immensely, look at how consumer trends would shape up, and that could be a retail format of a product rather. We're not looking from a franchise aspect, because franchise aspect is something, you have a lot of processes in the other arenas to look at, and the viability is something what we should always look at. If the viability is taken care of, I think the dealer is always stays with you. Our partnership also brings corporate warranty and the backend unorganized and organized service network, which we have partnered, so that in case of the deficiencies when a customer is traveling from one market to another, we, in case of any failures or in case of any issues or concerns, if he has our toll-free numbers and all, I think there is always a room for helping him out. And that's what the vision we are carrying, and this has to grow slowly. But yes, that is what we are already aiming for. Our upcoming digital dealer format is yet to be launched. You can't see us on website, you can't see us or surf us right now. We work on a very protected network, which is created only for our channel and the dealer partners. We have around 230 touch points today, and everyone is working quite fine. And the growth has been definitely seen as it's being seen in the electric mobility growth platform. We approve each and every dealer and its service point, and because we have to also look at from a license point of view, that's a service license we call. That's about the claim reimbursements. That's the money what we give. We offer money. It's not about we only make money. There is always definitely a claim which has to come, right? And it will come because it's currently an evolving area wherein there could be a failure of a part, there could be a failure of a process, so has to be reimbursed. And this is most important when we look at an after sales, that customer satisfaction is the key. We have presence across country from length and breadth of the markets today, and our partnerships are being accepted for enabling the business. What currently we have done so far, we have built a product and the services, we have built it on a technology, we have partners on board, we are channeling, we are onboarding the channel. We created a digital agreement process because during pandemic we could find that sending papers, getting papers back was a big hassle, and we created a digital agreement process, thanks to our legal team for sure. Trainings, this is again when we evolved and we saw that there are so many social medias where which could be used, right? Today what we are currently engaging on Teams, there is Zoom, there was X, there was Y, so even WhatsApp video calling, right? For that matter, one of the easiest way to look at interacting with the dealer. Cash and carry business is what we carry today. We optimize our platform every now and then. We strengthen the security of the customer data, and that's the reason we are enabling on this on tech, and this is completely a secured platform. And business and cross sellings is what eventually will follow, and it's already started though at few markets. Our offerings are in the both two-wheeler as well as three-wheeler area, wherein we cover the major powertrain parts and the rest of the parts which are required as per the considerations and the feasibilities of the specifications which we go through, and based on which we try to create a product. Yes, it's a learning process. We won't say that we are 100% right. We won't say that someone else is equally right, because it's equally a complete turning cycle which has to be looked at from each one of us, and we all have to join hands in collaborative manner, not as a relation as in supplier and a partner, supplier and this. I think that supplier community process is totally going to change because this is a partnership process. This is wherein a whole process goes up to the consumer, and consumer is decision maker, and then only we say yes, it's a deal done. And two wheelers has been slowly progressing and has been growing. Now looking at from a lot of aspects, not only from a usual consumer buying it, but for the delivery aspects, last mile deliveries and all. Auto rickshaws or rickshaws, what we call it, I think that has taken a very great initial boost, and yes, it's progressing. There are challenges. I think that's definitely what many companies going together forward and even today are creating this whole ecosystem in a better manner, and we could be an enabler in between to help and support in terms of the process enabling. We have also launched in products for the bike care, bike covers, which are like again completely which safeguard you from moisture, dust, and water, because these are 100% waterproof, high durability ones, and are very eco-friendly products. We're not claiming that these products are those silver-based products which we see in the marketplace today. So the product has been designed in such a way that it takes care of an electric functional need, not because if we have an 80% water resistant, it doesn't create any sense for an electric scooter for that matter. It could be good for an IC engine, wherein you can make a little compromise because that still has got something that which we can manage with. But in electrics, we have to really safeguard certain things. Shine and Show, a product which is completely designed and crafted in house, and we got it get it done and manufactured in a food processing company. That's something very unique, and we didn't go for a much higher range of products. We thought of we have to save water. If we are doing something on eco, let's save water, and it's just 5 to 10 ml of solution added with 1 liter of water, and we can clean a bike. Just with 1 liter, I think we are done. So there is more to do and more to come, which will be licensed dealer warranty, which is definitely we have already initiated few processes, and we just give them one signage and we move on. And the process for a customer is a promise which gets delivered and help enabling the business and enable the revenues at the dealerships. We created our own magazine knowing that the newspapers or the other social medias part of it, which was print media and all, was not working. So we created our own magazine in house, and this was all to create the consumer awareness, what we have done so far, what is there happening in the market, what are the transitions from happening from IC to EV. It's not about only us, it's about a mutual collaboration. Again, we had articles from Honda Cell Cars, one of the production and plant head. We have from Tata Motors, who had been an EV specialist and EV marketing head. So a couple of things are happening in this manner to make the awareness go brighter, and the fraternity and the dealer channel partners know more and do better in the whole progression of this business format. We launched our car care kits also recently, and we are already partnered with 120 growing franchise retail chain called as Autoform, which you can see on this picture. And this product has been doing fine, and we have already touch based more than 5,000 consumers in our plan, and 3,000 is already we scored as of today. And by March, what we had been aiming for, I think that's not pretty far off. 360-degree training support, as I said, wherever we could do offline, we are doing offline. Where we are doing online, we are doing online. And we are creating the benchmarks for not only the technical part of the training, but software training, which is very important because dealers have definitely somewhere a problem. Dealers cannot see everything that how the software operates. Unique dealers are entering into this business format. Uh, because I would see that still, it's a learning curve for all of them as well. Electric is not something that we all have seen earlier. It's a new journey cycle, and we all have to go for this journey cycle. So we partnered with also for the okay. We This is something very new. So with one of the multi brands, we have started even the sales behavior training programs, which we conducted ourselves. And knowing having the larger experience of automobile, I think this was not something which was very difficult, but it's about creating the behavior process for interacting with the consumers and so on and so forth. Thank you so much to all the brands who have been associated, and these are just a glimpse of them to showcase over here. We had also shared in one of the magazines, if many of you would have seen it on the social media and maybe the digital copy of it. So we delivered a lot of happy customers across the country, and this all has happened during lockdown. And slowly and steadily, I think each and every person is contributing to it, and we all are definitely happy at the same time. Apart from this, we also take a dealer verbatim. Dealer verbatim is the most important, by which we can have a dipstick on our business, what they say about us, how they feel about us. And this was very random. I have not even seen any one of them physically. I have not been to anybody's shop even as of today. But yes, eventually once things more settle down and the dust settles down for the pandemic, we definitely would love to travel to the locations and see what exactly happened right, what they loved about it. And this is the area where we say that we are building the confidence. I think in electric mobility today, for each one of us, I think who all are present over here, the most important thing is to create an positive awareness about this product line. If we have a positive awareness, I'm sure consumer turns positive. Problems and challenges are even at home. We deal with them, and we try to create an equilibrium around that. And it's a scenario I think we all can deal with the changes, and the changes are always for good. A tech protected platform, most of the people who have approached me so far, they always said that how does it look and how does it. So I just have kept two slides over here, maybe for people to see that how we work and how it's working. So we have a member login, which is very confidential, secured with a password. Each dealer has its own password and user ID, and each dealer operates on its own platform. And this completely is designed as per the brand, as per the product which is required. So a dealer sees only his set of the products and his set of the market, what he is dealing into, and the rest of the things are not even visible to the same dealer. So this all configuration is done at the backend before these logins credentials are given. Everything is GST enabled, so dealers can get the invoice through this whole format, and they can create their own reports. They have booklets to order, warranty booklets, which we give to the customer. They can order it online. They have a payment history, whatever is the money left in the wallet, or whatever is the money they have to deposit back again into the system based on the demand what they are carrying in terms of the ordering. Invoice of the bills is there. They are not dependent anymore on us. On every first to third of the month, they can download their invoice, which is for filing their own GST. We are having a MOU with the dealer, which I said about the agreement. It's again digital. Download it, sign it, stamp it, and upload back. It's done. Explore claim database. This we have created during very recent times, because we know now as the journey cycle is going to go. It's now the second year of our operations. The claims are bound to be happening. So for the companies wherein it's from day one, for the companies where it is only an extended warranty, so this process starts working, and within 21 days of the time, dealer gets the reimbursements in his account. And that's how this whole unique process is working. I don't know how the questions will start, but still, I just thought maybe we may have the questions later. Our new launches are also planned. We are launching the Buddy, which is for the EV first time. It's like what we say an AMC for the new cars or new bikes. Similar kind of a thing which we are launching for the franchise partners, dealer partners, brands, wherein under the license format they will have a license of having the software, and by which virtue of which they can have every database of the dealer can manage for a customer, unique customer wise, as per his battery number, motor number, controller number. So it's not easy. It's not like a win number of how usually a car is. It's an configuration of lot of assorted unique numbers which will go into the electric mobility. So we are capturing all that, and then there is a booklet by which he gets some customer gets some additional value added services at the dealership, and that is more to bring customer back to the dealership, right? At the end of the day, dealers major service business has to come back to his own set of outlet. If that comes in, he has a revenue which follows, right? I think and even the customer feels more organized, and customer also feels like yes, there is a promise which is being delivered at the same dealership or same brand. E-commerce platform is when we will have an official website coming in launch, and the work is completely in action, and we should be through very soon. From now, looking at 2021 being the year of happiness for all of us, so we'll have couple of very new innovative things. For cars, we will have buyback on seat covers. For two-wheelers, we will have digital dealer format. We'll have digital dealers on board, wherein the inquiries flow to them only. Only dealers who are registered with us will have this access to this dealership platform. We're not having random dealerships on our business. Buyback battery solution is something very interesting, which I may share a slide of it. So this is something which we are working on. So risk is something what we love now. I come with a whole lot of energy of my previous organizations, what I have been into innovations. I've received definitely. I'm proud to say that a Mahindra Innovation Awards and all that, and even in Volkswagen, I had been a contributor of building from scratch a business. So it's something that we thought of. Let's attempt it, and because swapping, I think yes, it's there, working, not working. Because the UIO is not there. UIO means units in operation is currently still not there, where we can manage those particular formats. Coming up with a lot of innovative ideas makes sense, but what is execution possible is what probably is what at madness we are madness we want to bring in. Dealer marketing program. Dealers are not very equipped on the marketing side of it. Can we give them a marketing platform on their social media or on our digital dealership itself that they can manage? Trust me, we're not looking at making money out here. We'll charge them just 1,000 rupees a month, and we'll still do that, because enabling a dealer is where we enable our products, right? At the end of the day. Yeah. So check this out. If it is important, I'm just sharing two slides. This I will keep it open for maybe in case even of some discussions. We're launching this program called as Buddy, and any feedbacks, ideas, definitely most welcome, because this is a session of talking about after sales, talking about untouched aspects. So we call it a contract de-enter in annual, which is a French tagline, but at the same time, in a normal layman language, we call it annual maintenance contract. So we already have innovated an extended warranty program, and we have launched it, and it's successfully going on. At the same time now, as the customer is evolving and the customers are growing in our own portfolio also, we have seen while talking with many on-ground dealerships and all, I think this is what is missing and they had been looking forward to. It brings us a great level of satisfaction that this product is now ready, go to live market soon, and it's already tech enabled. So dealers don't have to go anywhere. On the same technology, we are creating a bubble, and wherein they can go into it and do the at the time of service, they can cater to the needs of the customer. But is a next step enabler to build sales again. Usually sales is said that sales happen because of the great salesman. I think the sales happen because if you have a great service backup and service processes. So innovation, dealer friendly processes makes more sustainable brand, and that's what we believe in, and that's what we will be working on. We may not look at detour and de-change because of certain things which are coming due to a lot of actions. I think the plan what has been created on a canvas yesterday is what we would like to follow today and tomorrow. Buyback on a battery. We all know that these batteries have got something which is more to do. So the batteries from an auto rickshaw definitely can go to an maybe inverter company and blah 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 blah, where they can use a lot of other decomposition of stuff and all those things. And recycling will be one of the areas wherein our government and everyone would be working towards to. So it's always important to look at, can we look at now, and from now, if we say this, it's also because of the deterioration of the batteries is faster when you look at a 3 year cycle time or 5 year cycle time. Then what happens to the customer bike? Is it that he has to buy everything new and incur another cost of 50% to the 50% of the current bike process? So can we give some residual value is what we are looking at, and this is what something we love risk. So benefits to the customer would be that he gets a battery with a residual price on his existing, and he gets maybe a better price than anything else from Mad About Wheels. We help him drive his vehicle for additional kilometers or few more years, and that's what it is. So I hope so far so good. Whatever I have shared is what we had been doing, and we would love now to stick to our topic of today, what we all are here. Though I have covered a bit in bits and pieces in a couple of slides which you could have seen and made your mind think about that what's happening. The understanding of warranties and value adds makes a consumer more happier towards brand, and the loyalty what he gains towards the dealer and the brand is immense. This is I would say a slow process, but gradually, once the UIO park increases for this side of the segment, which currently is smaller, I think this is going to grow further heaps and bounds, because that's where the revenue for a dealer and the channel becomes much heavier. Customer wants to know after sales. Are we really talking about after sales? Are we talking about every product? We talk about all these products as features for sales, and what happens on ground and what happens at later stage is what is more important for a customer. So OEM's best warranty coverage, kilometers per charge, extended warranty, service, AMC, insurance, accessories, software, everything is currently in the process of business. What is consumer, what consumer knows. But yes, these are the elements which are also to be looked at, that we have to look them from the back end story, and that's where this after sales comes for. We design and customize all electric mobility solutions looking at customer needs, and that's where we are looking at building confidence. AMC can be another structure to it, so that as per the kilometers or the year, whichever is earlier, the customer keeps coming frequently at the dealerships, and we monitor that through our system. We take the responsibility to share along with our partners and licensed dealer partners. So that's the responsibility word itself says that yes, we are committed towards the ground of execution. We have new opportunities of extending our products through B2B partnerships. We recently worked on a lot of areas wherein a customer has a low confidence on what happens this and what happens then, and that's wherein we bridge in and we become a contributor equally, and we work very very in sync with brands, and we try to work on the volume. For us is low, though the B2B market is gradually growing. We're still contemplating on how exactly things should be fine for this, but yes, it's a calculative risk which we would be entering based on the total projected numbers of that particular deal or that particular number which is going on at per that customer, and the requirements of the last mile delivery, what they have, what kind of a products they are into, what deliveries are happening, how much kilometers it's being dealt with, who is driving it, who is taking the ownership of service, and blah and blah. So I'm touching one of the subjects. I think this has been something which is on ground somewhere, which needs definitely an address. And if people from the fraternity of EV are here, I'm sure everyone should definitely make it a better awareness. And this is very important. I think this is must for a customer to have. While as when on the one side, when we know electric bikes are yet to keep an impact and does not have a change, and we do not need to insure the bikes, or insurance was not mandatory, a lot of other things kept coming in. That was a reason because of that the vehicles are not getting registered. Many companies were not willing to do that. At the same time, as per the regulation process or so, there was no set process for an OD value or IDV value of a vehicle, how exactly it's going to come. I think by now it's taken few years, but now we have a little structure on it wherein we say 1 year of a comprehensive and 5 years of an insurance which is there, and which customer has to have. Now, is it really completely going in sync with what customer is looking at from an electric mobility point of view? Are we looking at that? Are we getting into deeper into that access is what we have to really find out. This is important. I think this is wherein we as each individual and as brands have to work on this product. and make it more strategic, make it more refined, and make it go through a process change and get in something for the consumer benefits. But at the same time, when we look at this whole process, I call them as green benefits. This is maybe a slide of interest for most of us for keeping today's topic in mind. So insurance gets activated majorly in case of outside impact. I may be right, I may be wrong. We all have to think. Extended warranty covers electrical, mechanical parts of vehicle as how the OEM warranty is currently subject to action. Insurance covers accidental, fire, theft, act of God, or any kind of a major stuff. Extended warranty covers internal parts like motor controller, battery, and be it so on and so forth, based on whatever it is the requirement can be developed. Insurance is just a pure insurance product and can be sold at the time of first invoice, or maybe at the point of once customer registration happens. And it's a licensed insurance company only are subject to do this. No one else is doing this process. Warranties are done by brands themselves, and also extended warranties through the third party, like maybe us, or if there are any more players coming in, we don't know. So it's a value addition towards the product that manufacturer or a retail channel finds in terms of enabling the sales. Most of the insurance covers for the non-functional parts also, which is good, which is mirror, glass, and dents, because as I said, it's about the outside impact. At the same time, insurance covers two great things. That's the labor charges for the dealership and the NDP price of the spare parts. So IDV vehicle, which is for the vehicle of electric, two-wheelers, three-wheelers, be it four-wheelers, anything, per year or each year followed year, it gets reduced. So the claim value accordingly. While as in the warranty, which is an OEM warranty, it's the parts are reimbursed as always with the new price, which is NDP at that time, as of today, without any depreciation. That's most important. This is where the customer gets benefited the most, and that's wherein the OEMs, like as on today, whatever we have or we have seen or I have worked for, is where they promote the warranty in the beginning of their businesses. This is to also safeguard a customer retention point, right? So we have to have a retention for the same customer. That also helps in terms of the upgrade in the future with the same mobility or the same brand. Insurance is for the safety. It's a safe product, and it's very important when we are on road, we are driving. While as extended warranty, it helps vehicle move and build consumer confidence with overall channel perspective, and it's all India equally. I hope this slide would have given a little of understanding to you. This is what my understanding is. Share more details with us while we share our email ID. I'm sure we are going to take it very positively. At the end, electric can be recycled. So we have a lot more to go and lot more to happen. The journey curve for India is just started. And can we make it future progressive is what we all are here for. Reach us at connect@madaboutwheels.com. That's wherein people will get in touch with you and they'll share more details and keep you also informed to me in case of reaching out to us. Thank you so much. And this was like something we can begin our maybe questions, Shashwat and the team, and that's something interesting.
Yeah, thanks, Amresh, for sharing both a bit about Mad About Wheels. Obviously, the name, the Mad in it has some beginnings to it. So, could you tell us what brought you into this space?
Right, Shekhar. So, Mad About Wheels as a concept, when we thought of, I think, when you work with a lot of corporates and you deal with a lot of changes and processes, you always look at there is something more which is more exciting to do. And when it was more exciting to do, I could have easily done it in the IC engine part of it, similar kind of a program or something like that. But at the same time, when I was working on, and I spoke for through SME Forum and Aurangabad. It was a program on electric mobility. I could see an audience of more than 100 and students and all. It was at IGTR. And I just got that click that day. I think this is the first thing we should do. I think because we know the vehicle park is small, the contribution today is just maybe between 1 to 2% in terms of the market, as compared to the total industry what currently we have, and the share of businesses what brands are carrying. We thought it's a great entry for a brand to come into place, and to grow along with the journey of the new era of mobility. And mobility is what has been always tempting me to keep working around and hands on all the processes. And I think that's what brought me here. Innovation is what I love to, and that's something which I would like to keep it for now. Yeah.
Okay. So, Amresh, you shared that you are working with quite a few brands. I could see Ampere over there and so on. Uh, how does the engagement process work at OEM perspective, and how are you working with the startups or the smaller companies? Hello, Amresh, are you there? Shashwat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, I think Amresh has had some issue, so we'll just wait till he gets back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hi, Amresh.
got it. Yeah.
I was talking about how you're working with the smaller startups and the smaller companies entering into the two-wheeler space.
Okay, I would say no one is small today. I think everyone is doing his bit, and in their own area, they are quite large in itself. It takes a lot of processes and man flow and money which goes into in terms of creating a thing. While everything is created, things become very normal, and it becomes like an habitual process of business. Yes, related to the business, we have some set processes which currently we get into. We understand a brand, we understand their product portfolio, we understand their current SKU lineup, the process of warranty or the spare part, what they have, a back end and completely hands on and henceforth. And that is wherein we start creating a product. We are a flexi company, I would say. When we say flexi company, we don't have just a vanilla product that we just give it X. No, I think the vanilla with a strawberry can be a good point of placement, what we can develop. It could be something like which could be a basic, which could be a gold and a premium and a platinum, what we can create it as a process. So that all happens only when we know that what kind of a product portfolio we are entering, what kind of a volume it's going to anticipate at the larger process for a year, and then the designing of the product is done. We're very strategically back-ended structured with all our leading back-end partners, and that's what how we evolve at a point of a product development.
So you said there could be flexi policies and flexi offerings, but what is the recommended period for such warranty solutions?
For the larger audience point of view, also, Shekhar, I'll want to mention this. This is a very important point which we should address to. Today, for spare parts, we have a warranty between 1 year and 2 years usually. And for a battery, now the level of warranties have increased up to even 3 years as a mandatory policy, which has also come from the authorities. And when we look at the entire sequence of product portfolio, the spec and all, the risk what can be taken on that is what we decide the time period. Now, this time period can go up to 6 months to a year, or maybe even up to a 5 year product. That depends upon how the configuration works. Configuration works, as I said, certain set parameters which are being looked into, and then we decide on a product. It can't be for everyone we have a product which is a 5 year. It can't be like for everyone we have a 1 year product. It can't be like so. It all depends upon the configuration. And as we see this, the progression of the business is changing. Localization is gonna come into action, as your team and you guys are also working in a lot of localization stuff. I think this is wherein companies will furthermore collaborate and put a value chain for a consumer need. That's from 6 months to a 5 year product can be easily looked at how based on the situations of the product what we are engaging on.
Okay. Now, you are also working with the companies that are getting into the leasing and logistics space. So, how are you working with them vis-a-vis OEM?
So for the leasing, we are currently working with through the brand itself, because the leasing happens at the brand and the brand outlet. So it's very easy to work. We have created a portfolio for them, which dealer manages at the ground level, and it's a customer at the end of the day, right? Still, it gets registered on some name. Here, the name changes on a leasing partner, while as on a consumer process, it is on a consumer name registration. So for me, it doesn't make that difference. But what is the difference is like that how it is getting enabled in terms of process at the other side of the window, which means if a leasing company is taking, are they really keeping a value chain of bringing a consumer vehicle back for the service in the right time or not? This is wherein we had been working upon, and that's so important. If we have to do it a lease or we have to do through a finance company or something, is what is because that's an education parameter, and as we get the database in our system and all, we can also trigger a message. That's the most what we can do. We don't reach out to the customer otherwise. Yeah.
Okay. So, we talked about the warranty period for a battery being slightly different than the other components. So, would we require like different insurance plans for battery and overall vehicle, different insurance and different warranty, extended warranty plans, or how does it go?
See, as far as my knowledge says, or as far as I look at it, is like insurance is on the IDV value, and as we look at the wear and tear parts, right, the value immensely goes down faster. Yes, there should be definitely flexi plans on that manner. For extended warranty point of view, we have a complete replacement policy also. If it goes in a haywire during the period of warranty and extended warranty, what we have assigned it for, and the parameters which are agreed upon between the brands at our larger levels, I think then it becomes a little dealer friendly product. Today, anything and any sort what is being done is to be looked as whether it's dealer friendly or not. If we are doing it as a product wherein we can give a flexi range, we can also give a customer to choose his option. Actually, when he chooses an option, then definitely the he also becomes little concerned, and he will also keep the track on the product, keeping it more practically serviced at the time, whatever is to be done. Mm, it's not only about a failure happens only because of one. Failure can happen because of the larger powertrain point of view also, right? The whole component chain is in the series, right? When we say it's
Right.
in the series, we also have to look at that. Is it there was a shock circuit, there is something else or so, and if he's not rectifying those things, it also can impact to an hassle for other, and that may not be covered tomorrow, maybe through an any kind of a process for that matter. Yes.
Okay. And when we talk about component level warranty, the component supplier may be giving some X warranty, but then as an extended warranty, you may be doing a X plus Y. So how do you get the confidence of that Y compared to the component manufacturer?
So far we have not done any component level warranty directly with the component brands. But yes, that could be an option which could be looked at. But currently, I would say it's still a settling time, because the larger the component localization still is in the process and the funnel of pipelines, right? And the whole evaluation and the testing parameters which are being tested through a lot of governing bodies. Once all that settles in, then probably yes, we may explore, or maybe they may reach out to us, is what we may expect. But today, what we are doing largely is on a brand as a total overall product, right? If it's the product X, so overall product configuration makes it a complete product. If I give a motor for the example, so if I give a motor to somebody and I just give him a warranty of 6+6, maybe it doesn't work directly, because we don't know where it is getting fitted, right? Which load capacity it's going to bear to, and what is the kind of the usage at the end of the day from a customer, or maybe for the last mile delivery where it is being used. So we have to functionally understand the product, and this is where the whole ecosystem will get involved, right? And that's what probably we are working with warranty teams in the company, or after sales and service heads in the company. We are also associating with our sales strategy people. So overall, the financial people are there who have to look from the cost angle, but at the same time, the people who are more diligent is where we are interacting with. So for component level, I would still park it for now till the time we really understand the product dynamics and the localization the way it is, because we are sure of what the product is in the existing, it's going to further go a one level quality notch up only. Yeah.
Okay. So, from your core value proposition, uh, as you are working with these OEMs, what does prevent them from directly offering extended warranty themselves? So, what brings them to discuss with you?
See, warranty is a very, very intense subject in itself, right? So when you look at the anyone can do it. For first of all, let me just say anyone can do it, but it's about the risk and the process of appetite, how exactly it can be dealt with. That's one. Second is the data management, which happens for each consumer at each level, and also at the national level then later on, right? Or maybe he's traveling from one market to another, so the car park or the bike park or the rig park can change from one place to another, or migrate from one dealer to another also for servicing tomorrow. So all that management is most of the organization, if you see from two-wheeler industry, which are IC engine, or maybe the four-wheeler industries which are there, they have all as a third party only, because of they always look at within the time lag of 3 years, they should actually look at a customer moving and upgrading. Today the used business, which is increasing and enhancing, is where the whole meat and the pie is. But at the same time, for the brands, it's also to scale up the upgrade, which happens within the like say stipulated time post 3 years. Or maybe even today we can see definitely in the coming times we'll see progression a little faster, because many customers may not be happy with the overall electric process only, right? They may not like the commute process. So they may change it frequently, and then this whole management, the first time warranty gets null and void, right? And the second warranty customer has to have. So we are opening up, we have already in some discussion terms wherein we will have somewhere first time a transfer of extended warranty policy also, which we will have in our system at some additional nominal cost of maybe 650, 750, 850 rupees, whatever it could be. But that is to give a consumer, again the second customer, a second buyer, thought of enjoying the benefits of the mobility there.
Okay. So, Amresh, we'll take some questions from the audience. So, we have a question from Mr. Dinesh Malwankar. Dinesh sir, would you like to directly ask your question? Let's see if he is there.
Uh, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yes, Dinesh. Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually eagerly waiting to get interacted with Amresh. Shekhar, thanks for this opportunity. Amresh, I'll appreciate your baby, and definitely it's going to be a big giant in coming times. See, I have
Thank you.
the similar domain expertise for past 15 years. Okay,
Wow.
the after so there are a lot of points you have touched upon. So I have a lot many questions. So I'll restrict myself for a quite few,
No
definitely,
problem.
and
Yeah,
when we'll have a separate one
we
to
can
one.
have an offline
Right.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I have got few two or three basic things. How you are dealt with the OEMs? Maybe it's Ampere, maybe it's Mahindra, whoever it may be, because they are offering the basic warranty plus they are into the extended warranties also. So how it is now right now in current scenario it's looked upon, and your equations with these OEMs.
Oh, I think we are fantastically doing better, I would say. And yes, there are process challenges. There are challenges on ground, which we are working on every day. I would say we are growing our footprints. mm, Per day, one dealer, or maybe two dealers, or maybe someday a lag, and then again, on a weekend we do that. And this process is a complete continuous process, right? Because reaching to dealers was not easy during pandemic, and as I said, everybody was not in that shape of handling the technology part. And once you don't know how to use the technology, it's difficult, and we don't serve the dealer or serve the process in that time. We have to ensure that the person who is enabling the whole process on ground has to understand and learn how to do this whole process, right? So we have currently, I would say, if I have to say, we have a 90% plus dealers who are now tech savvy on our platform.
That's great. That's great. Okay. I'll ask one more question and then I have to stop.
Please.
You have touched upon the many products, mainly the extended warranty. You have talked about a lot. You also talked about the training to the dealers. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
how normally this will be happening from the day one? Because extended warranty, it's a customer and you may sold it today, but
yes.
actually you will going to touch upon them after
Upon after
say 1 year
3 years.
or 2 year around
Yeah,
down the time.
true.
Okay. So how you are building? There is some kind of wow factor has to be there because all these products are there into the market available. Why the customer should come to the Amresh and take these products?
Right,
This is how
right.
what are the wow factors into?
So number first wow factor, I'd say, and thank you so much for putting this product. Maybe I missed this point while I was speaking. So, but it's very close to my heart also. So the first wow factor is that we want every consumer go back to the same dealership or maybe the dealership of the brand to get this services done. This is the first wow, right? When they come to Amresh. Second wow is like the claim process settlements, which happen for them is hassle free. It is online, which is decided and discussed prior, and that's what we sign off with MOU with the dealers and the brands as well. Third is wow is that we replace or repair. Today, repair is not possible because it's not there in this process. But yes, moving forward, how exactly the technologies get developed, we'll look at. But it gets replaced on NDP plus the dealer labor charges at the dealership itself. So dealer doesn't lose money. He rather gets also paid for his labor charges from us, which is not happening in general course of processes if you look at many places where we have a pricing understanding very differently. We also go up to a GST reimbursement in that process. But that's again, it you add a cost, it goes as a cost, right? These are three of the wow factors. Third is the customer gets the best of the satisfaction back that he is an genuinely done service and genuinely replaced part or a product, and his warranty is also what he has paid for, which is like a small nut, and he gets definitely a bigger chunk of pie as a in return. So that's how it is now. The whole journey cycle is also managed by the system for the dealer. Now it's not about that we have sold it today and how we are continuing this. Now how we are continuing, let me tell you. There is an OEM process what you come from, right? Wherein the dealer is also looking at calling the customers for services in the periodicity of 6 months, 3,000 kilometers, blah blah blah, whatever is being worked upon. Now, when you look at that, it currently in the first year it might be a free service. Second year is the labor. Third year it could be a part replacement and the labor both, and then the warranty things and all. So this all gets managed into the process when we are launching. That is the reason we are launching Buddy, which is our program for AMC, because we don't want to make money on spare parts. We don't want to make money on sales. It's also very important that what we are looking at is a consumer satisfaction out of this, and also the reliability to look at the total process works in the best refined manner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amresh. Yep.
Does it make sense to you?
Yeah,
Is it?
definitely.
Thank you.
But I'll like to the extend is the conversation later
Sure,
on,
sure.
and
You can
I'm
connect me
actually
via
based out
LinkedIn
of
and we can. Yeah,
sure. I'm based out of Pune, so
yeah.
you must be having some active dealers who are
Yes,
using products. So
yes.
can I have a round of one walk
Anytime,
around? Yeah,
anytime, or we can even give you a live demo. We have our demo process. We will
yeah.
give you a demo sitting at home also. No need to go unless it is really too urgent for you. Yeah.
Fine. That's fine. Yeah, Shekhar.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah,
you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thanks, Amresh. Yeah, best
Thank you so
wishes.
much. Thank you.
right.
Thank you.
So, Amresh, a follow-up question on this. Right now, there is limited data available at the component level or at the vehicle level. And if you are then estimating the failure rates, how do you make these warranty underwriting decisions? And are you not taking undue risk at MAW with this?
See the progression what we look from now to next 5 years or something. I think risk is today for sure. Yeah, Shekhar, and we understand that this risk is something for the fortune process we built in. Now let's understand there are startups who are only running cash flows out and only looking at investments to come. That's one part of the business which is being looked at. Second part of the business is like you grow the penetrations and you grow the scale of the business. Third is you grow grow a consumer process. So we are in that third step wherein we grow the consumer process faster, and when we are growing the footprints automatically. So if we have a more and more customer makes it, maybe even if it an claim ratio is like X, maybe in future that might be definitely a okay win-win kind of a thing for us.
Okay. So thanks, Amresh. Now, what a question we have from our spectator today, Mr. Darshak. He could not like ask the question himself because he's driving, but
Okay. Oh.
it's more about the future of the dealerships, and with this going digital, what do you see as you are interacting with a lot of dealers? What do you see are the primary challenges facing the EV brand dealerships? Because there is a parallel online mechanism also that they are competing with. And are we going to see a lot of sales via online dealerships as in China, or do you expect India to follow the same trends?
Okay. First of all, Darshak, drive safely while I speak. Second is thank you so much for bringing this question. See, dealer profitability, I think in my slides also, if you see while I was beginning, which you might have missed out, but we can definitely anytime connect. So, Darshak, dealer profitability is the most important key to run any business if it is a dealer business. We are as a country still not that online automotive organizations, or as a country we are not that well developed also, that where we see online sales happening for automobiles. Many companies tried, it's not worked so far. Not even the inch of the businesses are happening very high. What happens online is the sales dhamaka. If you have a sale, big offer sale, you definitely go on the process and do. I have unheard of swiping a 30 lakh rupee on credit card or X card on digital to buy an BMW or X, right? So it's I think unheard as of now. But yes, countries which are quite doing very well and wherein the online is growing, definitely that could be one way to look at. So we are making an attempt, Darshak, for creating a digital dealer. Now, this digital dealer is not to sell a vehicle online currently for us. This is to create a consumer to reach out where there is the best product available and best offerings available from the dealerships across the country. Dealers who are associated with us, I would say, have the best of the products today. Reason being, they have the best of warranty, extended warranty, and all. I think this is one of the enabling factors which are there. You can integrate and aggregate many more things which can come. That is the software related IoT based organizations which are there, and so on and so forth, to create this digital platform. But the run is actually the milk run, and happens only at the dealership, right? This is very important. So if we have a right lead which is passing to the dealer and we book a test drive for him at the dealership, I think dealer would be quite happy and impressed. So yes, our vision is towards helping dealer to enable this point of factor through an online. Coming on to one of the major essential things which happened when we did this technology, Shekhar and Darshak both and the team out here, is that during pandemic we did our first 1000 customers, and we all were at home. I have not even traveled an inch, trust me. I have not even took a single flight. Even for the launch of our Athlon store, I could not travel. So that's what I would say. So why it happened was like, because dealer had the stock in hand, he knew, so he could share the customer his own details the way they have WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever, Insta or whatever they could do as a social marketing. And they were delivering, many companies started delivering at home, doorstep, and all those things. This happened, and customer liked it because mobility was important for them. They wanted a mobility to be driven, because to take care of the kiosk and the crowds which they never wanted to be in. So that's how probably dealers also, or I would say the partners, have changed the little mindset towards technology aspect. So and we could help them by this technology to make a process in terms of closed loop. And that's what I would say, Darshak, for now, because it's an interesting topic and it will still evolve, it will keep evolving. We are gonna do a fraction of it. I'm sure there would be a lot of learnings. We might do good, bad, ugly, but at the same time, then we will have to rectify them and make it more dealer oriented at the end of the day.
Okay, thanks, Amresh. I think we are already stretching beyond time, but there is one last question I would like to ask you.
Yeah.
how do you see the industry and MAW grow in the next 5 years?
See, as far as MEW is there, we are, as I said, we are brand agnostic and we have diversified from day one. So we'll keep progressing the way we have structured our processes in between. So Manish, who takes the entire ethylene on his head, and maybe the automobile, which is currently on my side of it, the stuff, and then we do a cross selling to each other. So we look at that by March. If we look at now, mm, we'll cross in the one side of arena will be 5,000 plus customers. On the other side of the arena, we might cross maybe 2,000 plus 3,000 customers approximately. So this is the first year for us. And when you look at the overall industry, as it is shaping up, as it is growing, as the awarenesses are increasing, as now the shops have started opening, as customers are going now on ground and seeing automotive is important for all of the functional needs, the growth till last 4 years as compared to that and now, I think the growth is immense in the auto industry, be it four wheelers, two wheelers, the jumps are cycles are increasing heaps and bounds. In terms of electric mobility, I again say that what we had done previous year, I think it's better off than what probably is being looked at. Top five brands giving us a good remark of a number, which gets into a process of understanding from Vahan, wherein you have the registered vehicles. Then on the other side, we have also an unregistered vehicles which are there, which also contribute to a good number of cents. But at the same time, the low speed migrating towards the high speed customer is evolving and changing. Also, if we look at the lead acid battery, consumers are moving towards the lithium ion battery. Now the price is not being looked as that price quotient. But yes, this is all evolving, and it's too early for anybody to say. I think it takes a lot of time, efforts, and years to build something very, very concrete. We're just a small, I would not say even a pie of the cake. It's very a very small business today. But yes, the way it is growing, shaping last mile deliveries, companies moving from the IC to electric, I think that's a big happening which is going on. And because of that, when you see, if I remember, Indica ko jab dekha tha sab logon ne, when everybody saw Indica on road as a taxi, I think people started looking at, oh, Tata is Tata is the next vehicle. Similarly, like then Toyota thought of Etios. Etios went into a taxi segment, so Toyota brand picked up. Innova today, if you look at the brand, so these all brands have moved up in a lot of manner in the previous times, and they have taken a lot of time for evolving in the country. It takes a lot of donkey years to build a great brand. It's again, I would say it's a beginning is good, beginning is nice, and we would love to be a part of the this whole ecosystem. We would love that we are being encouraged and being accepted very well with each ecosystem, and we grow all mutually and we take it to the next levels. And we will build not only one product, as I said, warranty is just one, buddy is coming in, accessories are on the way, e-commerce is coming up, we have Fair Digital coming in terms of the digital dealer. I think this is going to be where we are investing and we are putting. So growth is going to come. Growth buckets, now it's very difficult to say which bucket will fill faster, which bucket will grow. I think that's how the journey cycle will decide, and we will, out of 100 things, 90 go wrong and 10 maybe only work. So we also believe in that now.
Right. So, Amresh, fair to say, interesting times are here to stay. And
My pleasure.
thanks for really sharing a lot of insights and from the entire team. I wish I give a big thank you to you for spending your Saturday morning with us and giving us these valuable thoughts and insights. And we wish all the best for both you and MAW as you move along.
And I'm privileged and very thankful that this untouched aspect is today spoken very well. Many more sessions to go at any place wherever it comes to. I would love to. And at the same time, thank you so much. Thanks to all partners. Thanks to all channel partners. Thanks to Gyaniki team who's doing wonderful job. I know Device as an organization. At the same time, you bringing in such a platform to make people know a lot of other things which are really, really important, and that's commendable. And thank you so much. And thanks everybody. Thanks listeners. And looking forward to see you all. Looking forward to meet you on any social media wherever you can find me. My name is Amresh Khar. Mad About Wheels. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining in today. And we'll stop the session now.
Anyone has any feedback, please reach out, connect at the rate madaboutwheels.com. Thank you.